That's it. You got it right.
You're a chief in. You just retired?
I retired a year and a half ago from the Air Force after
after how many years?
33-year career.
So, what was your last job at Homestead Reserve Base?
Homestead Air Reserve Base was my last assignment. That ended up being a 3-year full-time assignment where I had the opportunity and honor to be the wing and the base command chief. So,
what does that mean?
I worked directly with the wing, and in this case, base commander. He wears 2 hats there, the wing and base commander, and is to oversee the morale and health and welfare of everyone on that base, not just the Air Force airmen, but the civilian population that works there. And there's also some other organizations like the Army and Coast Guard and Navy, and so we oversee those and try and help them as well.
Before we continue, we met Fred a couple weeks ago. He's with South Dade Chamber, so shout out to South Dade Chamber, doing a great job. Kerry Black and team is just kicking butt, and you're a trustee. We appreciate the Dairy Queen that you associate with is a trustee. So let's talk about Dairy Queen. Can we pop out? We got something there.
All right, we'll do.
Yeah, this is more important.
A few things out here. More important?
Yeah, let's.
Is it too early for soft serve?
No,
it never is. Okay,
too early. Tommy, who's
here? We go.
Oh, do we get spoons or not?
You do have spoons.
Did you get the Oreo one again?
And I got which one you want?
I want the Oreo one.
But you want Oreo? Here we go. Now you got Butterfinger. And here's a spoon. Which one you want, Tommy?
I'll do the Oreo.
Okay, you got it.
One.
Yeah. I brought a couple.
Wow.
I didn't have breakfast.
Let's see.
I had breakfast. So talk about.
I think that's the one. You got it. I got a couple more in there.
Knock on the glass, see if anybody wants them.
I got 2 more.
So let's talk about Dairy Queen, how you got involved with Dairy Queen.
We can. Sure. So as we spoke of, I think that was a couple of weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
As I was retiring, I had several lengthy conversations with my current boss now, David McKean, who's also part of the chamber, and he was wanting to.
How'd you meet him?
Well, he was an honorary commander at the fighter wing on the base.
Wow.
And so, and he's also, again, he's a big proponent of the military and what they do, what we're doing at the time. And so that was his way of being involved in the organization and the program. So several encounters with him, and he just he said, I'm looking to expand my team here at Dairy Queen. I want to build a solid organization. Would you be willing to come and be a part of that team? And so that was a few months prior to retiring. I retired June of 19 and been there ever since. So we continued to build the county, to building more stores. So just upward and onward.
From the Horizon?
Well, we do. We do have a store. So he has several stores. He and his wife have several stores in the county, and then they personally have the one in Homestead, and we have one that's going to be going into Palmetto Bay on US 1.
There's one at 141st.
Yes.
You're going to build another one there?
Well, it's going to be more south of that one. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Yes, very exciting.
Dairy Queen has a great branding, great image.
I tell you, they do. It's just a lot of fun. A couple of slogans that they use is "We make happy and happy tastes good," and it really is. I mean, how can you have a bad day when you're eating a blizzard at 10 o'clock on a Wednesday morning?
9:57.
Is it 9:57? Okay.
So some Dairy Queens are just ice cream, but you're going to build other ones that are going to provide everything.
Right. So the current store, I would love some. I got some Cuban coffee coming. All right. You want to trade? Okay. I'm giving you 6 ounces of the best blizzard that the team in Dairy Queen Homestead made, and I don't think this is 6 ounces of trade, but no, you're fine. They are in here, so please enjoy. There's a Butterfinger and a Butterfinger blizzard and a Oreo blizzard. The darker one is the Oreo one.
So the
yes.
Dairy Queen, the one in Palmetto Bay now is just ice cream.
Yeah, all the ones except the one in Homestead are just ice cream. Yes. And so those are called treat stores.
Right.
The store in Homestead is a grill and chill, so it has the hot food. And if you ever get me back, oh, you're welcome. If you ever get me back up here, say in the afternoon, then I can finally bring Tommy some fresh onion rings.
There you go.
So,
all right.
Because he knows what I'm talking about. And if you have never had cheese curds, you got to have, I'll bring some of those as well. So, yes, moving forward, these stores, the one in Palmetto Bay, we're looking at some other areas down in the south end of the county. They'll be grill and chills, so you'll have the hot food along with the cold.
Well, shoot your Cuban coffee.
Mm-hmm.
You have to do that now. To keep up the marketplace, people have to look at Dairy Queen differently, not just a dessert, a meal.
Sure. It's a full meal. It's the way it's your time to go out there and get some lunch or feed a family for dinner.
You're already in that location. People want it. Okay, so
Exactly.
So you're hosting an event soon down in Homestead. Want to talk
We sure
about
are. Sure. So
okay, what he's going to do is going to put the pictures right over us while you're talking.
that's fine. So to kind of let the folks know what we've been doing is we wanted to, again, as we spoke about before, with the pandemic, with the COVID virus, is give something back to the community of Homestead and the neighboring communities as well.
Right.
And so around Christmas time, or during the school's Christmas break, we hosted movie night in our parking lot, and we had a company come in, Live 305 to be.
The one in Homestead.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Homestead store.
What's the address? The one in Homestead.
3330 Northeast 8th Street, and that's basically Campbell Drive across from Baptist Hospital.
Homestead Baptist.
Homestead Baptist.
Okay.
So we had a company come in, Live 305, and set up movie night for us.
And how was the turnout?
Turnout was amazing. We did it twice over the Christmas break, and then once just last month, about mid-January, and mid-February, and had a great time with it. We don't charge the public. Obviously it's around the evening time, dinner time.
It was a great marketing plan.
But they came out and they had dinner in their car, and basically a drive-in movie, and they watched a couple of movies. And so it's a way for us, for the Dairy Queen team, to give back to the community. And so now what we're doing is...
Can you pop some cars up when you get a chance? There. What? Okay.
That's your
So-
Jeep right there, right?
There you go. So that Jeep, that golf cart Jeep, will actually be there at the car show, which is why we're here today. So now we're doing another event. So March 14th, which is basically today's Wednesday, so a week and a half from today, March 14th is a Sunday, 1 to 5. We're going to have about a 15 car show, and it'll be some, it might be some basic muscle cars. We'll make a little noise in the parking lot. You're going to see some things like some tricked out golf carts that we just saw a moment ago. That car is going to be there as well, to my understanding.
He's going to pop it on the screen right now.
Oh, I thought he did. Okay. And, but also maybe some vintage, like your 50s, 60s type vehicles. And so again, free to the public.
Right.
We're going to have live DJ. And I've also got a couple other things going on. We're going to be raffling off some tickets to win some Dairy Queen cakes.
Wow.
So if you haven't had a Dairy Queen cake, Tommy, and you think onion rings are good, I might have to bring some cake samples next time.
Absolutely.
What car? What can you put another one of those cars up? Let's see what we got here. What kind of car is that? He's putting it up right now. What kind of car is that?
So don't ask me what the cars are,
Oh, okay.
because I'm not very car savvy.
Now, are these cars? Are you working with a dealership, or are these just local?
No,
cars?
we are dealing. We're just simply working with the local community, and going, hey, we want to put on an event for families.
Right.
And everybody has, not everybody, a lot of people have some sort of car hobby that they're into.
Right.
And so we're getting a lot of attention and a lot of traction on this, that people want to bring their personal car to an event just to put it on display.
That's great. That's
So
a local feeling.
it's working out great. And then we're going to have, so aside from some live DJ, some music, some dancing, we'll play some games. We're going to be raffling off some cakes. some Dairy Queen cakes. Also, in where the Dairy Queen Homestead is located in the parking lot of Campbell Drive, there's also 24-hour fitnesses in there, along with some other organizations.
So tents too.
And so 24-hour fitness wants to set up a booth and a tent, and they want to just get to know the community, and they are going to pass out several 3-day gym passes. So at no charge. So they're going to be handing out some passes, and they might be raffling off some other stuff as well. And then we're also going to have the Kiwanis Club out there.
So if you live north, you catch the turnpike down. You got any more cars popping up?
I think I put them all up there.
We didn't.
I don't know.
I didn't see them. You put them over us? I didn't see that. Keep flashing some if you can. If you come down the turnpike, you get off at Campbell and you head west.
Campbell, yeah, exit 2, Campbell Drive, either head west or to the right,
Right.
as I like to say.
Right.
And then I would say about a mile down the road, we're on the right-hand side. And the parking lot will be full of cars, but there's parking behind us. And then just come out and walk the parking lot and enjoy it. What I was going to say is also not just 24-hour fitness, but the Kiwanis Club is going to be there.
So you're not just building. This is not about Dairy Queen. This is building community. So you're trying to build a community within the community.
We're trying to.
Center across the street from Baptist,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
You're trying to build a community. You got the Kiwanis are going to show up. You got the gym's going to show up. You got Dairy Queen's going to show up. The neighborhood people that he's been showing are going to show up their cars. Correct?
That's correct.
That's exciting because then those people are going to tell people.
And it could be a rather noisy drive-through that afternoon because we could get other muscle cars and hot rods in the drive-through making a little noise as they're picking up their lunch.
That's
so
exciting.
It's going to be fun. Let me tell a little more,
Sure.
Grant, on what the Kiwanis is doing because they came out from
That's which Kiwanis?
Kiwanis of Homestead.
Okay.
So they came out and supported our last movie night along with the city of Homestead and the chamber.
Right.
And what they do is it's called Just One Book.
Right.
And I had to have her text it to me because I wanted to make sure I got it right. The Kiwanis of Homestead is supporting a Just One Book Club. And what that is, it was actually, and I hope I get her name right, it was started in 2010 by a young lady, a 10-year-old student up in Orange County, Florida, named Sarah DeWitz. And her theory on it was if every child, at the time a child herself, but if every child gets a book, it will help them to read. It will help try and improve childhood literacy. And so how Kiwanis of Homestead has taken this project on, and they're quite serious about it,
Are you
is,
a Kiwanis member?
am I a Kiwanis member? No, I am not.
And people want to join the Kiwanis, they're welcome to show up. What day is that going to be? Saturday what?
No, Sunday, March 14th.
March 14th.
March
You want to get involved
March
with your
14th.
community? That's a great way because Kiwanis Club, JCCs, JC, they do great things for the community. And Homestead
they
Kiwanis is very strong.
Yeah, extremely strong. And so they work on donations alone on these books, and they pass out books to anyone that wants one. I will say real quick on that for them as well is here in a few, not until the summer, but they've got how they get a lot of their donations is they do an annual Dolphin Day fishing tournament, and that'll be coming up in June.
Can we put on the bottom the address to the Dairy Queen? What is it again?
You ready, Tommy?
Yes, sir.
All right, our address is 3330. There it is right there. Bang, that's money.
March what day again?
So March 14th,
March
from
14th.
March 14th, which is a Sunday. It's a week and a half from now. Actually, exactly.
And if you want to bring your fancy car,
if you just want to bring it and showcase it through, even if you're not a part of the show, would love to have it. Bring it.
I like that because people,
have some fun with
and
it.
on a Sunday, it's
Sunday afternoon.
And if you have a motorcycle you want to show off, come on down.
You know what?
Even though it's a car show.
Yeah, and actually we're going to be trying and doing another event coming up. So, the manager of the Homestead store, Terry, he says he's got some friends that do and I haven't seen pictures yet, so I'm hoping I see it soon. I'm curious where they build up their Jeeps, like a Jeep show. And so we're looking to see what we can do with some Jeeps.
It's crazy is these little motorcycles, these cars. people like to stop because they want to stroll, they want to look at it, they want to see people that do their engines. It's just a completely different world. It's like motorcycle people.
Oh, yeah.
They're in another way. Sunday's their day. So motorcycle
they're
people,
riding.
anybody with fancy cars, you got an antique car, you just want everybody to look at it, drive to Homestead.
Come on through.
3330 Northeast 8th Street. You go find the Dairy Queen, pull your car in, pop your hood, right?
Pop the hood, make some noise. If it's a muscle car, let's have a good time. Showcase it.
All these car people, they're all in different worlds. They have Corvettes, they have Mustangs, they have Harleys, and they all like looking at how other people maintain their cars.
And a lot of them do it themselves.
Right. Most
of them they maintain them themselves. I don't have the patience for it, nor the time.
And then you got that fancy golf cart, and it's funny that
there's going to be more of those too as well. So I'm curious to see what these folks have done to their golf carts.
Yeah, the golf carts is a new trend.
Yeah.
You know, Palmetto Bay and Cutler Bay, they have some rules on. Cutler Bay is more lenient. Palmetto Bay is a little different. But golf carts are a great way to get around.
It's convenient, easy. Yeah.
I think, if we're going to do it, if we're allowing bicyclers to be on the road, I would like to have golf carts, save some money, but we won't get into that. So the address 3330 Northeast 8th Street, the Dairy Queen.
Correct.
And Kiwanis are going to be there. If you want to learn more about how to improve our community, and I don't mean Dade County, I mean everywhere, talk to the Kiwanis.
Yes.
And your boss's name?
My boss's name is Dave and Bree.
Dave and Bree.
Dave and Bree. I got two bosses.
Okay, right. Not Dave Bree. Dave and
No,
Bree.
Dave and Bree.
Right. So we need to thank them, first of all, for being a trustee of the South Dade Chamber. And when you're involved with South Dade Chamber and any business organization, you guys walk the walk. We try to. Yeah, and you want to be part of it. Yeah. That's how you belong to a South Dade Chamber. Carrie Black, she has a show every week. The Chamber's been very supportive of us, and because I go to them for help, and they've been very supportive. They come out to the events. City of Homestead comes out to the events, so they enjoy what we're trying to do for the community. All right, so we're going to wrap this up. Okay. First of all, we were just talking about your son. He plays at King's College. King University. Sorry, King University. King University. King University in Bristol, Tennessee. How big is Bristol? Not big. Not big? But Bristol, that's where the downtown is, the famous State Street, because one side is in Bristol, Tennessee, one side is in Bristol, Virginia. Wow. So, and I know it's not that far, though. My son thinks it's far because their baseball coach, I believe, makes them run State Street from the campus downtown and back. Interesting. And then your daughter's about to graduate UCF? She's a fifth-year senior finishing up her internship. I like that. She redshirted a year? She redshirted a year. I don't know if she'd call it that, but yeah, we'll call it that. So because of all these internships, she's in education. She's going to get her education degree and be a teacher. So she's finishing up her internship this year, and she graduates here in a couple months. And is she planning to come back to Miami? To Miami? No. What do you mean no? No, she does not. She's not as big of a fan down here as she is of parts of Orlando, and she really likes Brevard County, like Melbourne Beach, Cocoa Beach. It's beautiful. Those kind of places. Good. Tell us, we don't need any more people coming down. But but she didn't grow up in Miami, did she? No. She never. When my family moved down, only our son came with us when I took on my last assignment with the Air Force. She had graduated high school, and so she stayed up there and went to school. She graduated high school up there? Yes. She had one more year, 2 years in high school? No. Oh. She's wrapping up her. No, but I'm saying when you moved. Oh, at the time she had just finished. Oh, so she jumped into her college career, and so she didn't make the trip down. Let's talk about your military career to wrap this up more. Sure. 34 years, you said? 33. 33 years. How'd you start? Are you military? Is your family in the military? So both my grandfathers served in the Army. They would bore you to death with stories. Don't worry, your grandchildren will say the same thing about you. My one grandfather ended up in the Philippines. My other grandfather ended up in a tank in Germany. And years later, when he had an opportunity to go back to Germany, he goes, "Well, I've already seen it." So that's kind of how that story goes. Okay. So I have an uncle who served in Vietnam. And then my dad served in the Army as well. And then my dad served in the Air Force in the 60s. And then here I am. So So your family tree in the military, and how old would you? You mean a lot of years?
A lot of years, and that's immediate family. There's other folks on my mom's side of her family that they served in the actually in the Army Air Corps.
Well,
so
we thank you for serving, and all your friends and everybody you deal with. It's truly an honor to be with you.
I appreciate that. Thank you. If I could say real quick.
Go ahead.
Real quick. You have the address, you have the date. The best way to keep up with what we're doing, Dairy Queen Homestead, is to check us out on Instagram and on Facebook.
All right, what's the Instagram?
DQ Homestead.
Well,
that's
easy.
it. That's
easy.
it. DQ Homestead. That's it. And check us out. You can even message me because I do reply back to messages as well. And that's the best way to find out about these events and upcoming events.
I know that we say, well, it's in Homestead, and that's the end of the Dade County area, but it's the new South Dade.
Yeah, it is.
South Dade, for a lot of Miamians, for Kendall Drive, Homestead is thriving. They have the mayor and commissioners are doing a great job. The state rep there and the state senator are doing a good job. Baptist Hospital has picked up Homestead, put it on their shoulders.
They sure have.
And they're making a great job. Bill Duquette, who was there for years, he's now at South Miami. The new CEO is named Ken. I can't remember his last name. They're doing a great job serving all of Dade County. So Dairy Queen, March 14th, bring your car, bring your golf cart, bring your motorcycle.
That's it. Bring it all.
Bring it all. Show
bring
off
the family.
Hey, and if you're a bicyclist, you're riding your bikes, and if you come in, 50 guys on a bike will give you water. Pull over and enjoy it. Correct?
There you go. You got it. We'll take care of it.
Okay, let's close out. Close us out, Chief.
Hey, y'all. Again, appreciate y'all being out here. Thank you so much to the chamber, to Grant, Tommy, and the gang. Look forward to seeing y'all on March 14th. Let's have a great show.